mean, anything can throw a chemical balance off where it makes you either feel sick or feel bad or make you feel it. But and then stress and different stuff kind of doesn't help either. But if you're happy all the time, you're laughing, you know, and you're around good people. It's for me, when I'm around good people, you know, I like, I don't know, it's different. So for different people have different ways, but I'm always easygoing, easy-go-lucky when I'm around good people.
Yeah.
I'm not around, you know.
Can I get your oral temperature?
Yeah.
Cool. Go to bed every time. Thank you.
All right, so you're here today because of a head injury due to...
There's an elbow injury that has maybe some kind of irritation, and then there's a shoulder injury from the twisting. Several officers were on top of him, and then his blind eye, which is his left eye, was, as he describes it, scrubbed across the ground, so it was very blue, a lot of bleeding, swellingness. He had blood coming out of his blind eye. And then, because I don't know him before this recent injury, I can't make an assessment like what he was before and after, but I'm very concerned that the original TBI in '94 has been exacerbated, and that there's also some balance. There's definitely a trauma, lot of flashbacks. So any information you may provide may be useful for his attorney, Greg Kafuri. So he was denied treatment by Michael Savage, an allopathic doctor, which was very disconcerting.
Okay.
Due to the fear about medical records being used in a lawsuit.
People don't know.
So did you say you're an advocate?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you a family member, did I hear?
I'm a family member of the advocate.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm her mother.
Nice.
It was 20, but I was making me really sick, so they lowered it down to 10. It was still making me sick.
Yeah. And there's some coercion.
What's your name?
Mary Eng, E-N-G.
E-N-G?
But it wasn't
E-N-G, yeah.
Like I was actually the last place that I was
Your
at
name
was there
again?
for like 2 or 3 days
Andy.
because someone
Eng.
it's usually someone calls in on me and just is having a bad hair day or they think I'm crazy or
Right,
what. It's just bizarre calls. And to where they come in and they take it seriously. It's like, wait a minute, they back me up in the corner. I'm like, and I start flipping out because I'm not used to people holding needles and telling me they
Right.
take me to a psych. I'm like, wait a minute.
What date did this injury
And then
occur?
it takes
5/17,
way out of proportion.
2013.
So then they just drug me up and then make me be on I mean, all this stuff. I don't know. I'm not used to it. But I'm an easy-go-lucky. I like being around. I would never hurt anybody like the way I've been hurt by an accident. You know, that's why she's got a lot of split. So when people,
You say he was denied treatment?
people
Denied treatment at the Broadway clinic. We waited 2 hours
they
for
say
treatment,
that I'm
and
fine or
the
I
doctor
don't know
was
what the reports
afraid
call
he
it,
would be
like, when they call
called to
people,
testify in
they
court
call
or
in
provide
because I
medical
was
documents.
taking
So,
my shirt off
and then
waving
Ben
my
was
hands
denied
around.
treatment also by the
Well,
Portland
cops
police,
would
and they
automatically
held him
find
in
us.
the
They're going
jail
out like, oh,
for
you're
extra
fine.
long
They
to
throw me
let the
down.
bruising
And
go
it's like,
down
man, I'm not
and
I'm a
failed
nice
to
guy. Come on.
photograph
Like,
the bruising.
I was
So
sitting in
after
the bar
you joined
drinking
the
ice
Broadway
water.
clinic,
Sober.
was it
Playing
before or
bass.
after
Someone
I'm
called
sorry.
in that was high.
It's hard for me to
Someone
process.
called in from different things.
We went to
Just
the
grabbed
Broadway
me,
clinic
like
last
this.
Thursday on the
Okay.
11th. We were denied treatment. This was the first time I attempted to get medical for Ben because he has such a trauma level about mistreatment through forced drugging and doping karma. So the accident, he was also denied medical treatment. He was taken to a jail, processed with his head injury, the bruising, the bleeding. They kept him longer than necessary to try to let the bruising reduce, and they didn't photo. I mean, this malpractice from the police angle, but also denial of appropriate medical care.
Maybe because I'm just tall and redhead. I don't know. They pick on redheads. I don't know.
and so is he currently being treated by anyone right now?
No.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it's weird. I always get these predicaments where I'm like, But I went in because actually the first time they took me in for the time they slammed me down or something, it was felony. They said, well, after I got released, the cops found me again after I got from the office and they're like, well, what are you doing with another cop car? Well, I got around the corner. I guess I wanted a shot and get beat up.
Yeah.
So he said, well, would you like to go
Is he
see
seeing any
this
counselors?
lady? And cop?
No,
or
we'll
would you
investigate
like to go see a doctor?
Another
Like,
high
I'll go
priority I
check
failed to
a
write
doctor.
is blind training, because he's basically been forced to be in denial of his blind eye, and he has spatial problems where he crashes into people and things and doesn't have training to walk with a cane or walk with the safety glasses that he's mandatory to wear.
Sorry, I can't hear you now.
I said, would you like to be, go see a
Blind
doctor? I said,
training.
Yeah, let's go see a doctor.
Blind safety training,
So they got me in the doctor. And they
or
said, "Oh,
counseling
go on,
towards
right
blind safety.
now." And then, so I was
He's
like,
been hit by
literally
cars
all
in
the way
addition,
there,
he walks
and
straight
they
into
got me in
traffic.
this room telling me to strip down in front of the camera. I'm like, wait a minute, this is kind of gross.
Right.
What's going on here? You know, I wasn't used to, I mean,
Was that, honestly, is that your first time getting taken out of the psych unit? Like,
here in Portland, yeah.
Okay.
But I've been in the psych unit for like one day once.
yeah, because that's really weird when somebody
Or a
gets,
couple of days.
it's a different level of civil liberty being removed from you.
But I wasn't
Makes
ever
you a
used to
little-
being put in the
yeah.
camera. I mean, and then people are like, take your clothes off, you really
Right.
take these pills, or we'll shove you full of shots. I'm like, wait a minute, I'll take the pills. I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
here. I mean, maybe it's for my own good. I don't know. But I
Yeah.
took it and
So
I
you're
woke up.
working on
But it was
receiving
kinda
counseling
freaky
and the
at
blind
first.
safety
My
training.
goodness.
Yeah,
They held me
yeah,
for like 2
yeah.
days, and they're like, well, we want to release you now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was just, I don't know. It just seemed that was scary.
No,
I'm
I
not-
understand.
Yeah, being put in a room and like I went in willingly, and then they took me twice since I've been in Portland, and I've been, you know, so I've been on my best behavior and I've been off my meds for a while. So I
And
go.
do you know who it is who had prescribed all of those meds?
Patricia Gardner,
So I go back in there.
he
Mhm.
said he
And,
didn't like, the relationship was very bad with this doctor.
Oh no! Actually, the cops. I was throwing a plane in town. So they grabbed me, bagged me, stuffed me, and threw me in the cop car,
All of
and
those
unwillingly took me
medications?
back to the psych ward for throwing a
Oh.
plane in town.
I believe so, yeah,
So
and
I
then
don't know
there's
why-
also
I don't
some
know how this
drugging
program works,
coming
or
through
Just
Cascade.
for throwing a plane in town, they thought I was crazy.
What, do you have health insurance?
Yeah, never.
Okay.
I have been on this.
And is she an MD or? do you know?
Patricia Gardner, I believe, yes,
So
MD.
then that's that time I really flipped out.
Yeah.
'Cause I was like, this ain't fair, blah blah, and they wanted to keep me, but I had no drugs in my system. I did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I was flipping out because they threw me in a cop car, telling me they're taking me to a psych ward for throwing an airplane. So I don't get it. So I guess I don't know. It's really weird. I didn't get court ordered to take meds or nothing. I'm just
Yeah.
right now I'm just trying to.
Also, we'd love
Figure
a
it out,
copy
leave
of
it
any
in.
If
documentation.
someone says
I'm
there's something wrong
We'd love
with
a
you,
copy of
I'd like
any
to check for it,
documentation
but I don't wanna
for
take
his
something
lawyers.
that's gonna
He's
make
got
me
two
sick,
sets
you
of
know what I'm saying?
lawyers.
Okay, we
So
might have to
you-
do like
your
a
next-
formal
a formal-
request.
yeah,
and we
exactly.
can go ahead and do it.
Excellent.
Months?
Referral.
Yeah.
So when you got
Do you know the
released at
last
the end of
time
May,
that he saw
they
Patricia
gave you
Gardner?
like some Diproxil probably
Um,
walk, right?
I-
And then
They
after
gave
that,
me like 3
I
days.
don't, but I'm assuming it's
They
within the
just
last
said-
2 months because his caseworker
Yeah,
Matt at
Just give
Cascade
me like a couple
Behavioral
days worth, and
is
so I
attempting
went
to work
find
with
a
his
doctor,
public
which I found a
defender,
doctor, and
Tom
she-
Fortin,
I went to her, I said,
force
"The 10
him
milligrams
to
make me
take
sick." So I tried the 10
pharmaceuticals
milligrams, like, it's
to
just make me
alleviate
sick.
the burden of
So
the
where I
police
met up with these
brutality
guys,
and the subsequent
then,
charges.
she introduced me
Whereas
to
I'm
guys.
pursuing more of a
So I just
looking
like
at the
that.
police
I like to
brutality
find
as an
out naturally
ADA
what I can
violation.
take to actually,
So this
you know,
new regimen of attempting to get him to take drugs is arising in the last couple of months through this caseworker Matt
And what's
at
that place?
Cascade.
the one place they took me to?
Oh, OHSU.
OSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place.
what is the company or organization you are with as an advocate?
Mary Catherine Strobel Foundation.
Okay. Mary Catherine
It's Catherine Strobel.
And what is that, I'm sorry?
Strobel Foundation. I hope I spelled that right. STROBEL.
STROBEL. Yeah.
Thank you. You said you tried to include SSD. SSD, is that your insurance?
Medicaid.
Did you,
It
okay,
is,
and so what did you say? Drugging?
Yeah. They're attempting to.
So I don't know.
His lawyer doesn't know he's blind. His lawyer's attempting to collaborate with the psychiatric people who want to treat this as a psychiatric issue, but they're refusing to assess the medical damages of the police brutality or the neurological impact of it, the TBI 20 years ago, which
Right.
he's done a terrific job coping with.
Right.
But at the same time, there's some training and safety protocol.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, every time I've been, like, just
And
checked
so,
out.
what
from
was the
any
other the other
place,
word that you
it was
used for
always
who he's
because
receiving
someone was
medications
concerned
from?
about it and called in on
It's
me.
Cascade
But yeah,
Behavioral,
it
I
kinda
believe,
spooked
or
me or
Cascade
scared me when
Management,
people
something like that,
pull
Cascade
out.
Behavioral.
You guys is Cascadia Behavioral
Thank you.
Healthcare?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That was the
And-
company that I used to work for as a
Yeah,
dual
oh
diagnosis
gosh.
counselor.
It's just very.
Oh,
So-
interesting. You know how they work.
Yeah, I've actually worked for them at 2 different periods, like
What's the
during
name of
school
it?
and earning my prereqs for this place.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah.
Allopathic.
Allopathic,
Yeah.
yeah.
Trying to like chat it up over here and not like eavesdrop on you guys while they
Yeah.
get their questions answered. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
So yeah, I've always went in willingly, but when I go in willingly, it's sometimes it
I
just
am
starts
not very
pulling
good
out
at
needles,
typing
saying
and listening and
Oh,
processing.
yeah.
It's very hard
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
It's like, wait a minute,
I get you.
this wasn't the agreement, and they're telling me about what they're gonna do to me, it doesn't feel like